Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Dr. Kelvin Jones, he, him, and I have the awesome opportunity to work with a lot of different people here and a lot of different facets throughout this program. We're bringing TALC back after the pandemic, and I want to say these past 3 days have been nothing short of amazing. A lot of things have happened, and they could probably tell you with our dining facility being changed. So they had a short walk, right, to lunch and dinner, very short. Like almost a mile away where we had to eat, and I heard no complaints. Everybody was just happy to be here. I heard no complaints. They kept it all in. But you know, from here, going there, and it rained yesterday, with a lot of different information and material taking place, and the growth that we have seen these past 3 days have been nothing short of amazing. I think they even deserve maybe extra allowance, right? For all the hard work here. Yeah. Kind of, maybe, not at all. So this first portion we have here is our leadership track of the camp, and so it comprises section leaders as well as drum majors, or people that may have aspirations to be a drum major within the high school. So throughout the past few days, they worked on score study, like learning music, conducting different aspects, talking about leadership skills, management skills, and how to just be a better person, like a better term. So you're gonna see a wide array of things they've been working on these past few days, and we had an awesome team that served them this past few days with Rob Dowie, Christy Smith, and Landon Chambers. So I'm gonna pass it over to them to kind of talk about more detail about how their days have been and what they're gonna do for their performances for you all. So please give it up for the one and only Rob Dowie.
All right, we'll keep it to wire here. Okay, so we're just gonna get straight into it. We're gonna start with the Star Spangled Banner, so if you don't mind, please rise. Thank you all very much. We're going to switch to our next group. While they're doing that, I'd like to introduce our other clinician. Our other clinician is Christy Smith. Christy Smith is a former Tigerband drum major. In fact, she was the first female to serve as the drum major of the band from Tigerband. So we're happy to have her back. This is also her 15th year clinician, being a clinician for TALC. So I just want to recognize that and point that out. Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do next is Malingrania. Malingrania is a reoccurring theme in Tigerband. For years and years, this was done every 4 to 5 years. It's making a return in Tiger Stadium this fall. And so we thought this was a good time to bring this back for TALC. I don't know if I was supposed to say that or not, but it will be. Okay? All right, here we go. So Malingrania. My arms hurt. All right. Okay, so we're going to bring up the full group to finish out our last piece here. Before we do that, we have some awards that I left in the book. Before I do that, I do want to give a little bit of an overview of some of the topics that we covered. I know we have some band directors in the house today. So this group, even though it was a quick camp, we were able to talk about conflict management, working with other drum majors, working with the band director, being a representative of the students to the band director, playing nice, being professional, motivating others, using appropriate levels of power, when to use power and when not to use power. All these topics were discussed while also cleaning up the only real thing you see today, the physical product of conducting. But as if you ask any drum major, they'll tell you it's way more important that you have a good person in the position than a solid conductor. And I think with working with this group, the band directors in the area did a great job of finding those people. So I just want to congratulate those people who are band directors in the audience for sending us good people. Are there any band directors here? Just curious. Raise your hand. So, thank you very much. And I'll also note that everywhere that you go has a different style of conducting. And so we view it as our job to give the students tools to be successful and to have basically a toolkit so that when you get in front of whatever your band does or however your band does things, they are equipped to adapt to that scenario. And that was our ultimate goal. All right, so we have 4 awards. We're going to start with the most improved, okay? And I believe this person is from Zachary, okay? Hannah Thompson. Okay, and then we have a outstanding teacher. So we did some teaching, I didn't even mention that. We broke into squads. We also gave everyone 2 minutes to teach something they're passionate about to the full group, which was very interesting. That's an understatement. We learned a lot about Star Wars and Mean Girls. All right. And so from the limited interactions we had with the teaching, we were able to choose an outstanding teacher, and that person is from St. Paul, and it's Sean Cooney. All right, and then we have an outstanding conductor. Okay, and I can't remember the school this person goes to, but I think it's E.D. White. Okay, and from E.D. White is Arwen Adams. They didn't know there's awards. This is the first time we're finding out. We don't want to make it a whole political thing all camp who's going to get the award, right? All right, and then the last award we give is the outstanding leader. This is often very difficult to pick because some of the best leaders are silent and only act when they need to act. And so it's not always the most outspoken person that is the student leader. Okay, so we're going to give the outstanding leader award to Ryan Wish from Woodland. It's Ryan White. All right, and so we'll finish this out with a school song. It's called Hey Fightin' Tigers with the full group. This is the last thing we're doing. Thank you. mistaken me not to thank another set of people. So this year, we're very fortunate to have a very interactive group of camp counselors. Those camp counselors are student leaders within the current Tigerband. They are, whether they're section leader or informal leader, whatever their role is, they are part of this camp staff, and generally the camp counselors bring them to lunch, bring them back, make sure there's no crises in the dorm, do things administrative like that. But they came to camp administration and asked, hey, can we be involved with these sessions? And so it was great to see our camp counselors in the leadership area presenting and leading sessions with these guys. And I think that y'all really enjoyed working with them as well. They're hilarious people. Right? I think that's probably the biggest takeaway of the week is that they're hilarious. And so I do want to recognize our camp counselors in the back. You can just raise your hands. Thank y'all very much. Okay. And with that is it for the leadership area. I'm going to turn this over to Dr. Jones. Put one more round of applause for these guys.
And can we give it up again for the awesome leadership that they've had here between Rob, Christy, and our counselors, the directors as well. So we charge you all now to go out and be leaders, leaders in your school, leaders in your community, and leaders at home as well. We are now transitioning over to the drumline portion that will be next. Thank you all so much for coming for this first portion of TALC Camp.